What's up, Starcraft fans? Today we're gonna watch a replay. So Lila sent me this replay of him playing on the Maguro map as Raynor, and he added a bunch of mutators. It's Think Fast Hell Mode Solo Raynor. That's what the file name is called. So yeah, let's have a look. Thank you to Legendary Sinner, who is supporting me in the immobilization tier, and Darth Macharis Shadow Archon, who are supporting me in the Pulse Cannon tier. And thank you to all my supporters on Patreon. So Rifts of Korhal is a map where I have to destroy 10 Void Rifts. And Lila added a bunch of mutators. We'll have a look. Okay, before we begin the actual replay, so a few things to note about this run. So Lila did select the enemy composition. That's one of the things you can do in the Maguro map, and one of the reasons why I don't really like using that map for my co-op mutation videos, because it's not random. Randomness with the enemy compositions is something you have to deal with in the real co-op maps. And that's something you can completely get around in Maguro, in the Maguro version of the map. The nice thing about that, being able to change the enemy composition, is that if you're trying to speedrun, you always want to get the best RNG possible, and you can just re-roll it whenever you get the chance, or you can just re-roll until you get the right enemy composition in the actual co-op maps. Another thing is that, so look at these mutators. So we're gonna have Propagators. These spawn from enemy buildings. They will crawl towards Lila's things, and any unit or building that it touches will instantly get killed and become copies of themselves. Double-edged. Units deal damage back to themselves, so basically any damage that Lila's forces deal will get dealt back to them. We're also gonna have, this is inspiration, so the heroic units like hybrids buff non-heroic units by I think 15% or something like that. Life Leech. All the damage that the enemies deal will be life stolen from Lila's forces. We will also have Photon Overload. Enemy buildings shoot back when you shoot at them. Twister, that's basically just tornadoes. That's almost nothing. Mutually Assured Destruction. All enemy hybrids explode upon death. Smaller hybrids, or specifically the hybrid dominator. Hybrid destroyer. The hybrid destroyer will detonate a mini nuke. The rest of the hybrids will detonate a regular sized nuke. We'll also have Avenger. The more enemies Lila kills, the stronger the stronger the remaining enemy units will be. Barrier. The enemies will gain a 100 health shield upon first taking damage, and finally Speed Freaks. The enemies will arrive really fast. So, with that out of the way, let us start the replay. So immediately Lila starts an SCV. Okay, Lila controls his ally, and he flies the command center to the spot. So it looks like the enemy is Terran. Oh no, enemy Zerg. So Lila picked a Zerg enemy for some reason. It looks like he's gonna have these SCVs destroy Joey Ray's bar because he doesn't want an ally. That makes sense. Not sure why he picked Tychus as an ally instead of someone like Arcturus or Phoenix. Oh well, it's his game. There's probably a reason why. Anyway, he's just gonna kill these dudes afterwards. This really is a solo. And apparently Lila wanted this spot. So normally on this map, you spawn as player 1, but for some reason Lila chose to spawn as player 2, and he's gonna go for a barracks first instead of a command center first. Looks like he really wants to be safe in the first wave, which makes sense. On Rifts to Korhal, the enemies arrive really fast, really early, at 2 minutes and 30 seconds or something. With Speed Freaks, it's probably even faster, maybe 2 minutes and 10 seconds, so he really needs to set up that defense as quickly as he can. He's gonna have 280 in the bank. He starts the orbital right away, and then a bunker. Okay, he will want that defense. It looks like he's not gonna need a wall here. He starts a second barracks right away. Oh no, he starts a factory, not a barracks. Interesting. I wonder what the plan for this one will be. That's gonna be interesting. Okay, you can see the enemy arriving really fast by that dot on the minimap, moving faster than it normally does. We'll see what enemy. I think it's gonna be roaches. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense that Lila picked the Roach Zerg competition because he won't need a wall off. He'll just need a single bunker, and that will hold off the attack for him. So look what he did. He micro this SCV back just to preserve its life for a little longer. I was thinking that he would try to micro it back again. Like I guess he's gonna go for vultures this time. I wonder if he's just gonna cheese the main objectives using vultures and the Hyperion or something. Looks like he will in fact use a vulture-based defense. Okay, I think I already see what the plan will be for Lila. The first poop, yeah, will spawn right about now. He salvaged the bunker right away. It looks like he only needed the bunker to buy time on the first wave. That absolutely looks like the plan. He only needed the bunker to buy time for vultures to arrive. So it looks like his primary defense. Okay. I see now the reason why. The reason why he used, the reason why he chose Roach Zerg is because he wanted a pure ground enemy composition. With a purely ground-based enemy composition, he will be able to go for vultures exclusively as defense. He won't need anti-air. That's very smart. I would have gone for that myself, actually. Although maybe I would have gone for a Protoss. Not sure why Lila picked this. Maybe because the air Protoss or the Dark Templar composition will still have Phoenixes later on, and that makes sense. Although, and yeah, the Gateway composition will have lots of Colossus and High Templar, which will give a lot of Avenger buffs. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. So I can see that Lila is still trying to ramp up. He is building a second command center. I think that is, yeah, that is only his expansion. So it's a pretty late expand, and really goes to show that you need a lot of early game defenses for this. Normally, what I would do is go for a fast, and what Lila would do as well is go for a fast expansion, try to delay everything. But this this mutation in particular calls for a more active defense. And you can see that on the first two waves, Lila focused exclusively. Oh, looks like he will teleport the Hyperion here. I think he wants to weaken this spot first. That makes sense. Okay, so he's starting his orbital command over there. Yeah, I think he wants to weaken this spot over here so he can fly his Duskwings later and take out the Void Shard. There will be a Void Shard here in the third set. He's thinking ahead. I like this. This is the kind of planning that speedrunners do on the map. They try to really soften the spots where they will need attack later. And you can see that he is cutting corners. He's only putting defenses here because he knows that this expansion will not be attacked until 8 minutes into the game. If he gets a bad spot, he can just reroll. But anyway, yeah, he was able to clear out this section, so his next Duskwings, or maybe a future set of Duskwings, will be able to take out this Void Shard over here. And speaking of Duskwings, he is using the Duskwings, as well as maybe some Vultures, to fight this Void Shard. Or rather, no, he's actually... not all the... Okay, yeah, I think he'll be putting down Spider Mines in this direction. Okay, he's adding more command centers. How many does he have so far? He has 2 orbitals and 1 unupgraded command center, which is probably upgrading at the moment. And he has 2 more command centers on the way. It makes sense. You need a lot of spider mines. You need a lot of spider mines, and to get that many spider mines, you will need so many orbital commands to get the mules to fuel your economy. Okay, so that set of spider mines wasn't quite enough to stop that set of Propagators, but the good news is the Propagators do go to the nearest enemy or the nearest unit, so they went for these spider mines instead of the main base, which I guess still has spider mines, so it's still fine. Okay, so this Void Shard will go down. I guess he's using his leftover Marines from the first wave to take out this Void Shard, and you can see that he's just not really. Okay, he did stim. I think Lila told me before that stemming Marines with black or with double-edged will make them take more damage than they can heal by. I guess it's not true. I guess you can stim and still be fine. So you can see, you can see that he's just microing his Duskwings to deal as much damage as he can to the Void Shards without actually killing the Duskwings. So he's just microing these, stay alive for as long as possible. You can see that his Spider-Man defense is doing amazingly versus the Propagators. Okay, looks like he's not mining gas anymore. I wonder if... Wait, he is getting double gas though. That's interesting. So why did he not take this gas? And why is he mining one gas here? He's making... Oh, he's making the... he's making medics and the... that medic upgrade. Forgot what it's called. It's not a Caduceus reactor. Stabilizer med pack, I believe it's called. So that will make the medic heals more effective. Oh, look, he's dropping Banshees. Oh, this is really smart. He's dropping medics over here so they can heal the Banshees or the Duskwings while they shoot down this Void Rift or this Void Shard. This is very smart. Look at this 5-head play by Lila. Okay, they're not actually... Okay, there they are. So they are healing. They are healing these Duskwings so that will allow them to deal more damage. Okay, and during the meantime, he does expand the scan here so that the Spider-Mans will continue targeting the enemies. That is very smart. That is very good. Okay, some Propagators got over here, but they will be taken out still by all these Spider-Mines that are continuously being deployed. That is very good. All the meanwhile, you can see these medics are still healing the Banshees who are still doing damage to this Void Shard. It almost goes down. Okay. Hyperion is off cooldown, so where does he choose to use it? He uses it here again. I really love this pre-planning. I love this. He probably tested it out in advance to see which corners he can cut, and looks like this is one of the corners that he cannot go around. He has to get rid of these two Vipers. Look at this. This is a very smart play. He flew in the Hyperion over here, and he drew two Vipers in, and he pulled up here and far back enough that the two Vipers got close enough to each other that he can use a single Yamato to take them both out. Of course, fun fact, the Hyperion Yamato does splash damage in co-op, not in 1v1. Let's continue. Of course, the Hyperion is not available in 1v1 to begin with, but yeah. Just so you know, the Hyperion's Yamato in co-op does deal splash. So, medics are still standing here. Oh, he is making... oh, now he's making star... That makes sense. I did ask before whether he's gonna get Vikings. Looks like he's getting the range upgrade. He will in fact get Vikings. This is good. So he's using the Duskwings once again to take out these Void Shards. Just getting that really good healing. Next attack wave will be at 14 minutes, so he has a bit of time to shoot this down before the attack wave hits. So he is using these medics to just keep healing. Just keep healing the Duskwings. And he dodges. He saw the Propagators moving on the mini map, so he dodges them with his forces, and then once they're past, he just moves back in with his Duskwings and resumes shooting. And you can see all the time, all the while, he is still building. He is still building these spider mines on the map. That will hold everything. That will actually hold everything because the enemy is entirely ground based. He is still deploying more Spider-Man. He's trying to He's trying to set a really big concave of Spider-Man so that no matter where the enemy passes through, because they're entirely ground-based, they will have to walk through Spider-Mines at some point. So that will take out most of these. An unfortunate fungal will destroy a lot of Spider-Mines, but the good news is he is still replacing them. So you can see Lila once again dropping a bunch of... Oh, bio. He's dropping bio on this side. That's interesting. That's 4 Marines and 8 medics. That's interesting. And he's using more... Oh, these were the medics from earlier. Okay, let's see where he drops them. Let's actually see where he drops them. Ooh. Okay, he's not even shooting though. That's interesting. Okay, he used the Duskwings on that top left Void Shard. And I think he will start shooting this thing soon. It's really good. Okay. Oh, the Marines are for the Mutalisk. That's very smart. Look at this 500 IQ play. Oh, he is dropping Banshees over here. Oh, I thought he was gonna make mass Vikings for sure, but he is still getting the Viking upgrades. He's just gonna go Sky Terran. That's interesting. That's interesting. So, yeah, this is really fancy what he's doing. He's using Spider-Mice exclusively for defense because he knows that the enemy is entirely ground-based, which makes sense. He did pick this enemy composition after all, and that is one of the nice things about the Magura map. You can pick your enemy composition and then tailor your strategy to have a perfect counter to what enemy is doing. Okay, he's making Banshees and Vikings, both of them actually. Pretty smart. Alright, so yeah, more Spider Mines. He's making more Vikings, getting armor upgrades. Yeah, he's getting mech armor upgrades. I guess to extend the health of his Vikings. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Because of double-edged. Double-edged will make your dudes receive the damage that they deal. So it makes sense to get armor upgrades instead of attack. Okay. When was the last time he actually dropped a mule? Maybe I'm not watching his screen enough, but I don't remember the last time Lila dropped a mule. He is just continuously producing. He's just continuously producing units. Oh, more poops. More poops. This is nice. This is nice. The Spider-Mine defense is amazing against the Propagators. Looks like he will be ignoring the bonus, which is also fine. Yeah, you can see he's flying back his Banshee so that they can receive the healing from the medics. Okay, he uses Hyperion here once again, and he will use Ripwave Vikings. Shoot this down. Okay, he had to use 3 Hyperions just to break that set. Oh, that's an unfortunate jump. Okay, looks like he will micro back his Vikings just far enough that they won't kill themselves trying to shoot down. That's very tricky to do. I have to note, that's very tricky to do. A lot of players, myself included, will just forget that the Vikings are there and then eventually lose them. That's very smart. So he drops another point defense drone here, so the Hyperion can survive for longer. Ultimately, it will despawn. That is fine. Alright, so Vikings will fly once again when they're back to nearly full health. Okay, they will keep shooting at that Void Shard, and he will once again respawn. I have to look. Is he actually using mules? No. He actually stopped muling some time ago. That is interesting. I guess he only needed the mules for the early game economy. But why would he get all these extra ones? That's interesting. Maybe he has a plan for them later on. Maybe at some point, the Propagators will get so intense that he will need to drop mules to fuel his economy. Oh, there we go. Right as I was... Oh no, he's just... Oh yeah, there we go. That's the mule hammer I was waiting for. I was waiting for that mule hammer for a while. Okay, so... Okay, one spawn right close by. It's actually really nice that Lila spared this base so that the poops will be more staggered out. I guess it's useful when you have like regular shooting back at them. But for Spider Mines, I think it's fine even if they all spawn at the same spot. It will actually be better if they all spawn at the same spot, because it will get splashed down by the same Spider Mines pretty much. Okay, Lila's using all he has to burst this down. He's actually using every single Spider Mine. Look at this wave, just clear out all the Spider Mines. The attack does get so intense at some point that you will need every single Spider Mine you have. I guess that that mule hammer was really well timed. That will allow him to regain all the Spider Mines that he spent to make that attack happen. He has 7 minutes to get rid of that. He uses the Duskwings here. I wonder what he's gonna shoot down. Okay, he's gonna shoot down that spore, and I guess the other spore. And then he's gonna fly his Vikings over here. Next attack wave will be at 23 minutes, so he will have time to fly right by. Just avoid the Propagator, Lila. Just avoid that. Okay, yeah, he avoids everything. That's really good timing. I can't stress enough how this timing is really good. Just dodging everything as it passes by. If I hadn't known better, I would call this luck. But I know Lila, and he optimizes everything, including the pathing of his units. So I will give him the benefit of the doubt and say that this is actually really planned. Yeah, even those medic sacrifices were actually planned, because he was about to get supply blocked. So he threw away those medics so he can get more units That's really smart by Lila. He is planting down more spider mines. Okay, he's gonna mule hammer again. No? No, he's just getting more supply. Okay, he flies in with his forces. He has cleared out. Ooh, he wasn't watching for that moment. That's a bit unfortunate. He lost like a couple of vultures. Okay, now he flies in. Oh, watch out. Okay, there we go. He flies in with his Vikings. Oh, he actually got that speed upgrade. He got an afterburn upgrade just to fly by really fast. That's really smart. Man, he's using every upgrade. That's super resourceful. I would not have thought of that. That's really great. Alright. Alright. So one more. 3 more void charge remaining, but one more will go down soonish. Okay, he might actually lose a few Vikings here. Okay, that is a bit rough. But I guess he has no more future plans for these Vikings, so that is fine, I guess. Another mule hammer. Now he micros them back. Okay, 2 more void charge remain. He will. Yeah, he just really macroing all his spider mines. He just deploys everything. And look, he actually will need everything just to get rid of this attack wave. A nice thing about speed freaks. This is low key interesting, or this is low key a great thing. Speed freaks is low key a great thing for spider mines because the enemies will rush forward further into your spider mines. And when they do, they get splashed on faster. So in a weird sort of way, the speed freaks actually helps out spider mines. Look at that, just absorbing so much damage. Look at that. Okay, he has both top bars available. I wonder what he's waiting on. He uses the Duskwings over here. I wonder when he's gonna drop his Hyperion. Okay, he flies in here. What? Oh, there's no detection. Look at this! Look at this! There's no detection in this particular spot. That is so smart. Look at this. No detection. This is incredible. I would not have found a spot on my own. Look at this. He's in between void shards. And he's just not worried about Cloaky Boys because he probably took them out. This is really smart. This is incredible. All the while, he still has these spider mites waiting on an attack wave. This is really good. This is incredible. Oh, he got parasitic bomb. That he's gonna lose. Oh, the poop spawn right there. That's unfortunate. Now that's an unfortunate poop spawn. Now he has a minute remaining. And the poops are starting to reach into here. Oh, and then okay, now he flies in with the Vikings. This will be close. Okay. His spider mine defense finally got overrun. He will need to take out these void rifts as his final buildings are getting taken out. What does he have left? He has 3 starports over here. Uh-oh. Will he actually do it? Will he actually do it? Wait. They got stuck here. They're not going to... Wow! This is incredible. So the last part, the last trick that Lila has up his sleeve is that he has 3 starports over here that the enemies are not targeting. Look, the poops are just standing here. They don't know that there are 3 starports here. This is the fanciest play I've ever seen so far. I'm pretty sure he's gonna send me more. Look at these poops are just standing here. They don't know that there are extra starports over here. Okay, he finally pops the Hyperion and will destroy the last void. That's so smart. That's incredible. Man, Lila's too good. Lila's too good. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you have an idea for what else to do, please leave that in a comment. You can see that most of the damage was dealt, in fact, by the spider mines. That was incredible. Like he knew that the enemy was ground based, so he only made spider mines for defense. If this was most other compositions, they would have some form of they would have some form of air units. Most other, I think every other Zerg composition will have air units of some sort. Like even the classic ground Zerg will have queens, brood queens with it. The only pure ground composition I can think of that's not this one is the gateway competition for Protoss, and even that one will have observers. I guess this one has overseers, so I guess it balances out. Anyway, yeah, he just used areas and top bars to snipe down the void shards, and finally he left his fanciest trick for last. Or two rather. There was a spot in the middle of those 2 void shards without detection if the enemy is Zerg, or maybe he took them out with the Hyperion earlier. I do remember the Hyperion flying in earlier and shooting something down. Maybe he shot down the Overseers and the Spore Crawlers that would have detected those Banshees. And finally, he put down his starports between Player 1's main base and Player 1's expansion. Apparently, the Propagators don't have vision of that, and they do not know that there are buildings there. And that's why he selected Tyke as a Terran commander, so he could lift off the main building and fly elsewhere to safety. Man, this is really a solo. But the only thing I guess I can say about this is that technically you commanded your ally to not die, so that's a technicality. But everything else has been incredible. Hope to see you guys next time.